Pulleys and mechanical advantage brought you by yours truly, the Pre-Med Companion. So the purpose of pulleys is to reduce the amount of effort we need to put in to lift an object off the ground, for example. So if there was a 50 kilogram block on the ground, I would need to apply 500 newtons, so 50 times 10 for gravity, 500 newtons to lift that block off the ground. But if I were to use a pulley system, I can reduce that effort. Now it's important to note that in this case, you're not reducing the effort, you're just flipping, like instead of lifting it like this, you're pulling down like this. And that's because we only have one rope segment. So you don't count the one that the person is pulling on, you count the other ones. Whereas if you use this sort of system, now you have 3 rope segments other than the one you're pulling on. So your mechanical advantage is going to be 3. And the mechanical advantage is basically the ratio of the force needed to lift an object over the force that you apply with the pulley system. So with a pulley like this in mind, let's move on to our example and it'll make more sense. A 50 kilogram block is lifted using the pulley system in the previous slide. What is the minimum force needed to lift the block? So the force needed, if you were to just lift it off the ground, is going to be 500, like we discussed earlier. And then the force required with our pulley system is going to be less. So 500 over the mechanical advantage, or 500 over 3, which is going to be 167. So our answer is C, 170. Now, if we had 4 rope segments, then you would just say 500 over 4. If we had 5, then 500 over 5, and so on and so forth. So always just count the rope segments and use that as your mechanical advantage. If you found this video helpful, like and follow to see more of my content.